incredible. I feel like the sound should be more like clang than kang. I feel like I'm wrapped in a rug. This came out good. I don't know why I suddenly like lost control here. Full or half speed lines. And there you go. Hello, my name is Jasmine. I'm an illustrator working on a medieval comic. Welcome to my channel. For today's video, I would like to do a weekly vlog, just following my day-to-day for a whole week as I work on said medieval comic. I actually started filming this morning, so let's rewind a little bit and see how the day began. Good morning. It's 8 o'clock. I don't look so good because I didn't sleep so good. So we're gonna have a slow morning. My goal this week is to try to get as many comic pages done, or at least just a big dent. The next page I'm gonna draw is page 411. I've already drawn the panels. I've also already drawn the panels for the next page, so I'm trying to like kind of leapfrog my work where I do a little bit of future work currently so that I always feel like I'm kind of ahead. So using a light box, I need to transfer this to this. I try to get the main shapes transferred. Like, I'm not gonna actually draw the final lines here. The whole point of an undersketch for me is to just get the scaffolding right, which is the proportions. Get all the proportions right so that when I get to actually drawing the final portion, I don't have to be thinking about whether the sizing of everything makes sense. I can just go in and go on autopilot and just draw. Like in this panel, I want to make sure that I got the facial features proportional, which are especially the eyes, the nose size, and where the mouth is. Now for Edward, he has a pretty round face, so I always have to go in and fix it because I end up drawing it too sharply. But yeah, I want to keep a round face on him. You know, I feel like I'm on a roll. I should probably transfer the next page too. I went ahead and drew the panels for the other 2 pages. So this is actually the next scene. Last week I finished drawing and editing the first long scene last week, so this is the second scene of chapter 4. Now I can work in actual realistic batches, like instead of the 10 pages, so double this, I can work in a few pages at a time. Doing this batching is going to help me maintain a momentum of starting and completing, starting and completing. In order to do long projects, it's the completing part that really helps with keeping the energy going. So that's why instead of just transferring these 2 pages, I went ahead and made a dent on the entire scene. My mom just gave me that, so time to try it. Kind of tastes like soap. Technically, it's the first day of autumn. Maybe I'll grow to like it. Well, it's 10:30. My breakfast break is over. I'm gonna work on the 11th page of chapter 4. So this actually is the beginning of the second scene, and we're starting with a close-up of a training dummy. And I had an idea of, since it's the beginning of a scene, we're setting up some of the things that they're doing here. This probably doesn't need a border. So I've mentioned before that I love running out of supplies because it means that I'm using them. And I officially ran out of the eraser end on my mechanical pencil, so it's time to replace it. Boop, boop. This is where I keep all of my replenishment art supplies. Here are all of my erasers in this corner. This is exactly why I love this mechanical pencil. The fact that you can refill it is a huge bonus. It's a very good eraser. This one's a banger. It's noon, so it's time for a Stanley so I can stay hydrated. I made one for the husband as well. For these Stanleys, I don't like to drink water by itself, so I always add some kind of flavoring. Either it be like half a portion of an electrolyte powder, or in this case for today, I used a little bit of body armor, maybe like a quarter, and lots of ice. The husband gifted this for my birthday last year, and I use it every day. Otherwise, I really wouldn't know when to be drinking water. And like I said, it's noon already. I can't believe the day is flying by again. I'm not quite halfway done with this, maybe a third. It would be really cool if I could finish this today so that I could go to my day job tomorrow feeling like I accomplished something, so wish me luck. It's 1:30. I'm starting to get a little bit of a headache. I think it's because I probably need to eat. I'm gonna grab something to eat and return to this. As always, I've got my productivity timer and I've been using the autumn tree. Let's go. It's been interesting drawing the backgrounds for this training scene because we are into December now in the story, so there shouldn't be too many leaves in the trees. So I'm trying to figure out how to draw a forest in the background that has no leaves. So I'm playing around with that by adding texture at the top of the forest and only vertical lines in the middle. Okay, so I went over my timer 23 minutes. It's now 3 o'clock and I only have 3 panels left. If I can finish those, then I can call it a day and do my house stuff, work out, visit my grandma. Like, this is good. This is good pacing. I'm gonna put another 45-minute productivity timer. So let's put in an hour and a half. So that would mean I would finish at 4:30. That works. Okay, so that actually only took me half an hour. I way overcalculated that. But that means I'm done with this page and I'm kind of free to do like live stuff. I'm actually going to do computer admin stuff and then do some house chores. I forgot to mention that I'll be posting that full comic page drawn on my Patreon, and on that same post I'll be posting the undersketch and my progress. If you didn't know, I have a Patreon. It's only $1 a month and you can read all of the comic pages for this medieval comic on there. I'm working on some illustrations, but because they're not related to the comic, I really only do them on my extra free time. So that needs to be put away. Part of my admin work is checking my planner. I check it every day and make sure that I stay on top of my to-dos. So we have drawn for 11. I need to do laundry. If I have time, I'll clean the bathroom. And I didn't write it here, but I need to answer an email and some comments. Let's do that. Almost done. My goal every day is to finish at least one of those.
Los dibujos de las películas, de todo tipo. ¿Cuál es tu...
Me hicieron este lado.
I'm back from my grandma's. It is 9:15. It's wind down time. For me specifically, that means reading as much as I can before I pass out. I'm about a third way into this high fantasy novel. It's so dark I can't even show you the cover, but here's the cover. I bought this off of thriftbooks.com. I was buying another book and then this was recommended as a similar title. And for like $2, how could I say no? If you hear something weird, it's my retainer. The story so far is about a witch and her lover, a dragonsbane, or just a guy who has really good fighting skills, and they have 2 kids. Some stranger from the king's court comes to visit them, asking for help to confront a dragon that the king really needs to take control of, otherwise he's going to lose his kingdom. That's all I really know. There's hints that this guy from the court has some secrets. We don't know how bad this dragon is in terms of fighting it. So it sounds pretty straightforward, but I'm expecting some twists and some interesting messaging. One of those being that the witch, she actually doesn't even get to be a mom or a wife or anything. She has to devote most of her time to her magic. And so in a way she's had to make that decision of whether to follow her career or be a mom or wife, which is very apt of a theme because this was written in 1985 and that was the height of women back then having to make that decision. But yeah, it's high fantasy, it's from the 80s. This is like the oldest fantasy book I have really read, other than stuff like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, which I know is considered science fiction, but so far nothing outrageously old and antiquated in terms of, you know, misogyny and stuff like that. I feel a little safer because it is written by a woman, but you never know. So now that I've talked about this fantasy book that is literally 40 years old, let's get to reading. Hello, it's the next day. I'm back from day job It's almost 3 o'clock and I'm not really hungry for actual food, but I did stop at Yogurtland and I got some ice cream. Oh, this is very bright. I'm still figuring out the lighting of this room. Since there's only one window, this is what you'll get. Super bright and then dark. Eventually I do have to get some lamps in here instead of this big light up here. Definitely not in my budget right now to be buying more lamps, but it's a work in progress. If you're bothered by the extreme lighting in these vlogs, I get it. It's not gonna be fixed anytime soon. I'm gonna work on the next page. Oh, that's right. I forgot that I had already transferred the sketch. Past Jasmine killed it. Awesome. Wow, so I can just get to drawing. I'm not used to this efficiency. I was already expecting to use the light box and what? Exactly, transfer this thing, but incredible. It's 4 o'clock. I didn't last very long before I needed to eat actual real food. I also got hot, so I changed. Extra for refills. Page, but I need to replace this eraser because it's killing me how I can't use it. See, I only have this much left. Woohoo! Okay, just finished that page. It's 8:30, so I have an hour before wind down time. I'm gonna use that hour to upload this on my Patreon, scan it so I can add it to my comic project, wash my face, finish this dinner that Jonathan heated up. I got leftover Chinese food. We're still on schedule. You know, balance the life of day job plus working on your comic and still maintaining healthy habits of going to bed on time and all that. Hello, it's the next day. I just came back from day job and I'm so tired, but I need to get back to work. So I did just change into cozy clothes. Jonathan is heating up leftovers, so that means I continue. This is yesterday's undersketch. We shall put it away for good. And then the current scene I'm working on is in red. This week I've drawn 11 and 12. I still need to draw page 13 and 14 to finish that scene. So for the sake of finishing things, I'm going to set up 13 and 14 ready to be drawn. Here's the undersketch for 13. Thank you.
You got it.
Where is 14? Ah, here it is. There we go. So I'm going to transfer these onto these then. Wow, that's literally all I have to do. The pages to finish this current scene are transferred. They're going to be pretty tricky to draw, especially considering that they're supposed to be wearing armor. Future Jasmine's going to have quite a challenge. But I am so tired that I do not feel like sitting upright. I can go ahead and work on undersketching the next scene, which is 15 to 17. I've already undersketched the first of the three, so that's what I need to fill in. Now I'm going to work on the couch and spend some time with Jonathan there. I'm just becoming more and more horizontal. Should we have coffee?
Leave at 9?
Yeah.
When does it start?
9. Oh my god. I fell asleep on the couch. It's 5 o'clock. I'm gonna go to my grandma's, spend some time with her, and then we have a work event to go to, so I am still so sleepy. I think I'm gonna have a coffee at my grandma's. This is a part of the vlog that's gonna be a little harder to keep up with.
Heridas debido a los violentos disturbios.
This is good. Well, it's 10:30. I'm gonna take a break by running some errands with the husband. So I will see you later. Body armor.
He's getting a workout in, huh?
Yup.
I was just saying, like, just careful though, because it's already.
Yeah.
I got it. Just a second.
don't know, I'm having deja vu moment.
Good. From our last Costco trip?
Yeah, it sounds about right. Pumpkin cereal. I'm gonna try it. I'm also running out of our pumpkin creamer, so I'm gonna try out the Starbucks pumpkin spice latte creamer. We also got pumpkins. So much trouble in the world.
In the world?
The next panel I have to draw is a close-up of Alice swinging her sword down, because after that we get the panel of them clashing. I hate doing close-up action shots. If you don't draw it clearly enough, it'll just look like a bunch of lines. This is what it's supposed to look like, although I changed it. Instead of the sword going this way, it's going this way. So I've got my sword action manga for reference. I'm gonna flip through them to see how to illustrate movement again. I have a little bit of a headache, so I figured like a single shot cappuccino could do the trick. Alright, this is not the funnest part of drawing. It's when you have to draw things that you are not comfortable drawing. Something like this, where we have the hand, the sword, and then these speed lines. Especially the sound effect. Well, she's doing this. Maybe I can borrow that. Looks like I had already tabbed it as something worthy of reference, so we're gonna move it to the bottom. Any tabs that I have at the bottom of anything is telling me that I'm gonna use it immediately. This is saved for later. Let's keep looking to see if there's anything else we can learn from Naruto. Here's another style where you draw the whole thing and you gray it out with the tone, and then you have speed lines right behind it. This is a good one too. And lastly, Blade of the Immortal is a definite winner when it comes to sword fighting. Half of the panel has the speed lines. There's that, but it's not super clear what's going on there. Okay, so we've got two contenders of who I can borrow. The sword is going this way, so we'll have the sword. Now, do we want the action lines to take up the entire panel, like in Naruto, or half the panel? He still has speed lines over the object too. Full or half speed lines? I think I'm going to do half only because it's such a small panel that if I do the full speed lines, all this information is going to get lost. I already love how this panel came out. This is the sound effect I'm going to put on top. I'm not sure that it needs the action lines behind it. By itself, I feel like it's understandable what's happening. I will make the final decision once I edit this page digitally. I've been wanting to open this package for a little bit, but I told myself that I needed to make a dent on that comic page before I unbox this. Autumn is my favorite season. It's also the most creative time for me in terms of writing. I've been wanting to get some pumpkin candles, but burning candles is really toxic. I finally splurged on a candle warmer. I figured that's the compromise I could do. They're not too expensive. I unfortunately had to buy this on Amazon. I've been doing pretty good about not buying much from there, but I stopped buying candles since we had a bird. Candles are really bad for birds. So this is different. It's a soy candle too, so. And there you go. And now for this. This is gonna get a little harder because they are wearing armor. This is just the beginning, so I do have to get used to drawing armor and movement. So wish me luck. When I edit this digitally, I will put this over them like this dramatically. I added an L because I feel like the sound should be more like clang than kang. So it's 4 o'clock. I finished half of that comic page, which was my goal for today. I'd like to switch gears and work on this new story that I've been thinking about, and that requires doing some concept art. Whenever I complete my comic work for the day, I allow myself to be able to work on this story for a little bit. I'm gonna move the party to the living room so I can hang out with the husband while I do this doodling stuff, which I'm extra glad for because the living room is looking more autumny.
Apparently this restaurant was opened by a Jewish woman who had relocated from New York with a deli attitude in mind. This woman ran it until about 1996 when she sold it to the current owner, Margaret. One half is a vintage diner and the other side is a dive-type bar. You got a weird thing about turtles, apparently. Perfect coffee?
Love it.
It's so good. Kind of sweet.
Ow. The sandwich is good.
Absolutely shredded. Yeah, just have a good one.
It's the season.
Cool, but yeah, it's kind of weird shaped. Right now I just feel like I'm wrapped in a rug.
Wrapped in a rug.
Guess how much this shirt is. Yes, your Dodgers cap. Look at that, we got Christmas and Halloween stuff. It's all pretty cheap, and then your random Bolivian flute. Okay. Oh, cool! Wow! I'm back. It's noon. We had not planned on going out, but we just felt like it. My goal for the comic today is to finish this page. I'm really struggling drawing this chainmail hood. I've been looking at reference photos and hoping that I'm figuring out how to draw this as simple as possible. This came out good. I don't know why I suddenly lost control here. I think part of the problem here is that I'm not drawing them in neat aisles like this. I think I'm going on autopilot a little too hard and not thinking it through. Because with chainmail, it's not just drawing a pattern, it's drawing the pattern on top of volume. It's 5 o'clock. I have a little bit of time before dinner, so we're gonna put in a workout.
Now he could be facing jail time.
And didn't sleep and she'll
It's 7:30 now. We have a packed day of plans, so I only have about an hour free to draw. Let's get to that. I'm obsessed with this sauce.
Put in this.
Scrambled eggies. Carrots, spinach. I totally forgot to film the last bit of my day today. But it's already 6 o'clock. I've changed into cozy clothes. But basically the husband and I were background actors for my friend's music video. It was so much fun. I've got my iPad ready. So the pages that you saw me draw, I will start editing them on my iPad whenever I have any free time away from the drawing desk. So that means couch time with the husband. I'll be working on editing some pages. As soon as I finish editing a page, I will post it on my Patreon. So just a reminder, if you would like to see these pages with their text and everything and know what the heck is going on in them, check out my Patreon. It's only $1 a month. So if you're wondering how the hell to read this comic, that's where you can read it. But that's pretty much a whole week with me. This is gonna be a long video to edit, but I hope you had a good time following me along. It feels like a bring your audience to work day, but like a full week edition. And you made it this far. Thank you for watching, and from then on, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!